Blessed be witches, and welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today we are going to be making a home fume. And this is going to be the first one in our series of fuming, y'all. Okay, so this one is specifically for homes. It's for when you move into a new home, or you have had some traumatic things happen in your home and you just really want to get that vibration out of there. You want to cleanse it. You want to make sure that it's not going to linger around, bouncing off your walls, causing conflict and all that stuff. Having said that, what are you going to need for this? Well, you are going to need Palo Santo, cedar, star anise, hyssop, copal, sage, and juniper. We're going to be using our pestle and mortar because these I do like to work down a little bit. So we'll have our pestle and mortar, and a little tip for y'all, because I do have some copal in this. The resins have a tendency to stick, but for those of you who have a difficult time and always want it to be very, very clean, or using poisonous botanicals and whatnot, you can put in a little bit of some rice and grind that down, and that will help remove some of the resin, and then you can wash it out. Just a little bit of DIY witch stuff there for you too. So first we're going to start off with our Palo Santo. Now, Palo Santo is a powerful botanical when it comes to bringing up vibrations, releasing negative energies, negative thought processes, anything that's lingering within inside of your reality that you need to dissipate. Palo Santo is very, very good for bringing that away, removing it, repelling it, taking it away from your reality. So we're going to be praying over this and then adding it into our pestle and mortar. Cedar, y'all. Cedar has been used for a long time by the Native Americans. Cedar has a tendency to instill happiness. It brings in peace of mind, comfort, understanding. It just allows you to be able to bring that vibration up. And not just bring the vibration up, but imbue it with happiness, with peace, with serenity, with calmness, with a feeling of home. All of those things we're going to use cedar for. So I'm just going to pray over this, and I'm going to put this right into my pestle and mortar. Now, star anise, y'all. I love me some of my star anise. I'm going to take two. There we go. You know, with the combination that we have right now, you have one that is going to bring away and heighten the vibration. You have another one that's going to imbue the space with peace, happiness, comfort, and all of these great things. This is going to kind of go in and break all the negative energies to assist these other botanicals to be able to do what they do. Right? So we really want to be able to bring that in to kind of crack through, break down, to dissipate, you know, that dense energy, to just permeate it and start to disperse it, break it down so it's easily manageable when it comes to fuming with this. So I'm going to be praying over this, and then I'm going to be adding this to my pestle and mortar. Next is hyssop, y'all. You know how I feel about hyssop. It is featured in the Bible. Hyssop removes karma, okay? It gets rid of and dispels all negative energy. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. So we want to have this home. You want your home to be whiter than snow, darling. We want it to be cleansed, purified, no negative energy, no negative vibrations, everything being positive and happy and peaceful, and we want to get rid of all of those tight and dense energies. If there was a trauma that happened in a home, this in conjunction with the star anise will be able to break that down, dissipate it, so that you don't have to continually keep cleansing this house, a strong cleanse like this, to get rid of that energy. So I'm going to be praying over this, and I'm going to be adding this to my pestle and mortar. We use copal because copal is a wonderful resin when it comes to also instilling a feeling of peace. So we put in the happiness with the cedar, and we put in that vibration and that peace and that calm, but we're also going to now intensify it a little bit, okay? We are going to bring in that extra vibration of this is my sanctuary. If any of you have ever watched Medea, she says that there is 2 places that you can find peace, and that's your home and your grave, honey. And that is true. So you want to create that space of a temple, okay? A space where you feel that uplifted kind of essence. You're not alone, because you've got your ancestors, you've got the elemental beings, you've got the angels, you have got the divine all around you, boo. And that's what this is for. This is your temple, all right? So we're going to be praying over this and adding this to the pestle and mortar. Alright, so for those of you who sage your house regularly, you know the powers of sage. It cleanses, it purifies, it removes, it also helps repel. It's just a very powerful botanical in regards to cleansing a space. I'll go through with sage, and I will go through with sweetgrass, and then I'll go through with cedar. So I'll go through with all of these things if I'm doing someone's house. Just kind of layer by layer by layer. If I have to do a powerful, strong cleanse, I will do this for my home. This is my personal recipe, what I use when I'm doing my home. Alright, so let's just pray over this and add this to our pestle and mortar. Now, the last one we are going to be putting in is some juniper berries. 1, it's a seed, spark of creation, and also 2, juniper is a very warming kind of botanical, and I love homes to feel warm. I love them to feel inviting. I notice that a lot of times when people cleanse with sage, the house feels absolutely clean. You can tell. I mean, if you ever cleansed your house with sage, or you ever been somewhere where someone just cleansed their house, you can see it feels so clean. A little bit of juniper, darling, will bring in that feeling of home, which is always a lovely feeling. So we're going to pray over this and then add it to our pestle and mortar. So now what we're going to do is we are going to mix it together, and then I'm going to do my final prayer over the entire thing. Alright, so we have clockwise, we have stirred this mixture, and I can feel the vibration coming off of it already. We're going to ask the divine to come down to bless and empower these magical botanicals, and we are going to ask the botanicals themselves to work together to be able to create a strong cleansing fume for our home, or you can also use these to be able to cleanse your auric sphere. Alright, so let's pray over this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a piece of paper and a glass jar. So I have a piece of paper here and my glass jar, and we're just going to empty these botanicals into the center of this paper and fill up our jar. Alright, so what do you do with it now? Very simple. You want to take your charcoal briquette. I normally break mine in half, and then you're just going to light this, and it's very simple. You just want to put a little bit right onto the briquette, and then you want to take your smudging wands, if you have made them, y'all, and you are just going to smudge the space. It's very important to pray while you are cleansing. I bless and consecrate this house. Nothing but love shall enter within these walls. I ask that the divine masculine and divine feminine keep this home clean and pure, a place of peace, a sacred temple for all who dwell within, and a place of comfort for all who enter within these walls. Something along those lines, y'all, okay? And there you have it, witches. We are done. If you have not subscribed, well, you need to press subscribe. Do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook, and you can always send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com. I said it before, boo-boos, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my world. It is an honor to have you in my magic, and you are always in my heart. And I will see you again on another episode of Witch Please. I'm gonna go smudge my house right now. I'm gonna fume it all up. Love you, boo-boos. Bye-bye.